Done.
So it seems unusually challenging to narrow down this topic.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm overthinking it. I feel like whenever things are challenging, sometimes you just need to find just rethink it and find a simple solution. But I don't know.
The pool bag. Sorry.
I mean, Nina, you had a good idea with children.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed like there was maybe a fair amount of evidence about that.
Yeah, I had found a couple of articles. I was like you thinking it's very broad, and I was trying to kind of narrow it down a little bit. I think we could probably find information to use. But if anybody else has any better ideas, I'm open. I'm pretty easy. Whatever you all want to do.
So would it be like, I'm trying to think, I think the major part about finding the group that you're doing is the epidemiology part that we have to find for the assignment.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking if we focused on children, what would we be looking up like in terms of epidemiology? Like how many children are affected by addiction?
Yeah, there was some information on the CDC website. We could maybe even look at homelessness, I think, for epidemiology, you know. Yeah. I don't know. Whatever you guys think.
No, I don't know either. That's the hard part, is like it is broad, and so then to narrow it down.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What do you think, Ryan? You too, Marissa. You're in like the heart of New York. I'm sure there's.
Yeah, but it's something again that I'm not very familiar with.
This may be too broad, but we could think of something with Nina. You mentioned homelessness in relation to children, but homelessness in general. I mean, it's a huge problem where I am, and mental health and substance abuse or homelessness are concurrent usually.
Mm-hmm.
At least in a lot of cases.
Do you think there would be something about like opioid addiction and homelessness, or like the homeless?
I'm sure.
I don't know.
It is probably a difficult population to get data on,
right?
For obvious reasons.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's like racial disparity, but then did you see that thing that I brought out about how like ethnic groups, there aren't as much addiction in ethnic groups because they're so undertreated for pain?
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
they're not getting the opioids in the first place.
No, isn't that kind of crazy? I mean, I'd heard like rumblings about opioid addiction being a white man's problem, and the disparity of the way that it's like addressed politically. So, you know, instead of prosecuting people like they might have done in different other ethnic groups, they like send the people to rehab. Like the rehab is the answer to that, you know? So I don't, oh my God. That's like so messed up to me. It's so messed up to me. I don't know. I would like have a lot of problems with that. Maybe because my husband's Asian, and so I'm very in tune to like, or not in tune, but I'm very particular about like racial discrimination, stuff like that. But I was like, our country's crazy. Anyway. I don't know. I don't know what you guys are thinking. What do you want to do?
I am like, I'm honestly really, really lost.
It's just so big. Addiction and...
Well, one thing that I saw when I was looking at children is like children who were raised in homes with addiction are so much more likely to have addiction in their own lives. I mean, that's something we could look at for epidemiology. And I think there was some information. I did see a couple of articles, and then there was some stuff on CDC. I don't know. I mean, addiction could, I don't know.
Ryan, was there anything when you were doing your assignment that just really, like, socially you were thinking, this is just doesn't seem right?
You know, I didn't get a lot of information on social differences. I can tell you a lot about death rates and the impact of naloxone, but not as much about opioids as it relates to a disparity in the population of some sort.
What if we do like urban versus like rural?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, is there a difference between like addiction in rural areas and an addiction in an urban area?
I think there's probably plenty of information about that, but I feel like if we email that back to Dr. Baker, she's going to say, okay, great. What population in the rural community are you looking at? I feel like she's going to want something really narrowed down, and that's where all this challenge comes from.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we could choose a racial group. I'm not opposed to that, you know. I don't know.
I'm running out of steam. I'm sure you all want to.
No, you cannot. Like, I was looking at the assignment, and it's actually relatively pretty easy. So I think like we can divide it up really well, and people can take a chunk, and it's just a PowerPoint. And but I think the challenge for us is like coming up with a good topic and then going with that. So it must, she's the one that made the suggestion, so there's got to be something out there, right?
Maybe we could just kind of brainstorm it tonight and shoot an email back and forth tomorrow on like ideas we came up with. So, you know, at least we got, you know, a little closer.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's fine. Why don't we look into it, and maybe I can try to talk to Dr. Baker over the phone or something if she can meet tomorrow and hash things out, see if we can get some more specifics.
Is there a online hangout thing tonight?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is it going on right now?
I think so.
Yeah, I got the invitation. Yeah.
Maybe we should just jump on now. As a group.
I don't know what they're discussing tonight. I'm not sure if it's.
They're discussing the social analysis, because I started to listen to the one last night, and she's always looking for groups to talk about what they want to talk about. You're going to do that?
Not especially there, Summer.
I could be tribute, I suppose. I don't know. Or Ryan, you could call her.
Yeah, it's going on.
It's going on now. See?
Yeah, let's go.
You can just get on. You don't have to, Ryan and Nina. Maybe Marissa, do you want to do it with me? We could do it together. Or I could even just do it. I don't mind. I've gone before, so.
I don't mind to go. I don't mind.
I can hop on for a few minutes and see what happens.
There's no way you won't get on. Don't even pretend. Well, that's like an option, you know. We could just say, as a group, we're really running into problems narrowing down our addiction topic.
Yeah.
Could you help us? So
Save this and let's get on.
I think that's a great idea.
Okay, let's just pop over to the big blue button.
yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you gonna do that, Nina?
Yeah.
Okay, do you want me to stop the recording?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.